Good morning, children. Today we discuss about a topic production and employment from the 10th class. Lesson name is production and employment. Different people do different works for their livelihood. There are mainly three categories of activities. Among them is first one, primary. Second is secondary. Third is tertiary. So academic activities divided into three categories: primary, secondary and tertiary. These primary activities also called as agriculture sector, secondary sector also called as industrial sector. Third one is service sector. These are the other names for these three sectors. Primary sector. What is primary sector? Agriculture, forestry, mining, fishing and other activities in which nature plays a major role. That is called primary. So major activity in this primary is agriculture. For that it is called agriculture sector also. What is the important feature here? Nature played its major role in the production process. Second one is secondary. What is secondary sector? All the manufacturing process is come under the secondary sector. Manufacturing and construction. So industries, small, large scale, medium, these are all types of industries. Construction means construction of dams, buildings, etc. This is all come under the secondary sector. How like the nature played the main role in the primary sector, like that in the secondary sector, machines and tools. We use machines and tools to produce some goods or some building, etc. So that is secondary or industrial sector. Third, tertiary sector. Already I told that it is also called as service sector. Why? Because here both public means government sector and private sector services come under this service sector. Example: teacher, lawyer, doctor, etc. Service oriented all come under this tertiary sector. What about the goods production here? In agriculture we get some material by the production process. In industrial sector also we get some goods. But in service sector there is no direct production of any goods. So there is no production of goods in the service sector. Just these service persons render their services and charge money from the clients. Okay. So that is service sector. So service sector is different than the two sectors. Why? Because in these two major points, in these two sectors there is production of goods, but we have no production of goods. And this agriculture and industrial sector need the service of service sector, but service sector don't need the support of this agriculture and industry. And in a well-developed economy, most of the people are working in service sector. Okay, most of the employees is in service sector. Well, an economy is fully developed. And generally, if we talk about the development, in the initial process, means at the beginning of the development, most of the people are in agriculture and some portion in industry and service sector, but that is few. But while the development is in process, there is shift of employment from agriculture to industry and service sector. So how can we understand the process of development? By observing the shift of employment from the primary to other sectors. Okay, next. Why we are classifying these academic activities into primary, secondary and tertiary? Because it is useful to us in the following ways. See, this first one is, it is very easy for the calculation of national income and per capita income. National income is total income of the country. Per capita income means per head, means each individual income. To calculate this two, it is easy. Means if all the people is in one group, it is difficult. If we are divided them into small groups and calculation from that group by allocating different staff and other, it is easy. Next, second, concentration on various academic activities for the growth will be possible. So we are concentrate on different activities. Whenever we can divide them into different sectors, then we can concentrate and make them development. Third, allocation means action of funds and administration means management of sectors all become easy when we are dividing this economy into these three sectors. Okay, so now we understand the people are doing different activities for their livelihood, means for their living. So they earn some money from that works. That works are means all the people are depend on not only on one sector. Some may be depend on agriculture sector, some are in industrial sector, some are in service sector. Now there is a lot of scope to expand service sector activities, self-employment. There is so much chance to expand self-employment opportunities in service sector. Next, in our second chapter, we read about the development and how to compare the countries based on income. Yes. Now, in this lesson, we are using another term for that, that is GDP. What is that? GDP. GDP means gross domestic product. What is this GDP? Full form is gross domestic product. Means total value of final goods and services produced in a financial year within the country. So here the total value of final goods in a financial year within a country. What is this financial year and within the country? Financial year means generally taxpayers calculated their incomes and expenditure for a stipulated period, that is from April to March. April to March. This is financial year. Okay, total income and expenditure of that organization or a business is calculated from March to April to March. This is financial year. We know that calendar year means January to December. It is different. Next one. Within the country. What is within the country? We get some income from outside of our country in the form of loans or in other forms, but that are not included in the GDP. Only the income generated within our country, means the what is the goods produced in agriculture or industry, and how much money is generated in the service sector in our country, that is only calculated in GDP. Okay. Next, we see different people. Some are very high income, low income, means rich, poor. Rich people means generally their income is very high, so they spend lot of money on various things for dress, their vehicles, or medical expenses, etc., etc. That is will be very high. Poor people, they have spent less. Okay. How? Why? Some people are income, some people income are high, some people are low. Because all the people not get the better opportunities. All the people not get the better opportunities. So, for example, in our country, some people, for example, software engineer. What about the income of a software engineer? In lakhs. And some of the government employees, 50,000, 60,000, around that. But what about some workers, painters, or etc., etc., and some petty repair workers, etc., vegetable vendors, etc.? Their incomes are low. Okay, some people get very high income, some people get low income. These people are engaged in two different sectors, that is organized, unorganized. Okay, about organized and unorganized sector we will discuss in the next video. Thank you.